Hi, I'm Jake. I make RPG supplements and videos about Pathfinder 2, or PF2. I love PF2, and they keep coming out with more cool crap. Obviously, you're here for the Palatine Detective. I'm going to be going into the intro here for lore, plus another spot of lore in this book, plus a little bit more than that is lore. So if you want to skip all the lore, go to this time here, and you'll go directly to the feats for the archetype. So for everyone else, I'm going to read here beginning with the segment on the order itself. So this is Palatine Detective, class archetype. You are an elite agent of the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye, page 200. I'm going to go to that page first to point out a couple of things that are interesting. Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. They have... This is a non-deity that you can worship and get clerical powers from. It's called a covenant. It's just a new kind of worshiping you can do in this book. So the covenant members are mysterious forces. Areas of concern are history, occultism, and secret lore. Edicts honor the rights of the order while pushing for change, provide succor to scholars and truth seekers, pursue wisdom of ancient forgotten texts such as the Lost Gospels of Tabris. That's repeated over and over in here. It's basically just their holy magic book. It's sort of like the Necronomicon. Anathema, destroy rare or ancient lore, dismiss or remain ignorant to the newly found texts, reveal the order's secrets to those outside the organization, divine attribute, intelligence or wisdom, religious symbol, golden scarab beetle with outstretched wings revealing an eye. This is totally Temple of the Golden Dawn, or OTO, and it also has references to spiritualism from the 1880s to 1920s, 1840s and 1920s. This is a blast from our past. It's like a culture of learned individuals who are studying occultism as a religion. This happened! So the devotee benefits: cleric spells, first mind link, third time pocket, fifth synaptic pulse, divine font, harm or heal, because they're neutral. Divine sanctification, none. Divine skill, occultism, domains, ambition, duty, knowledge, and secrecy. Alternate domains, glyph, truth. Favored weapon, sword cane. How cool is that? Oh man, I like this one. All right, so there's more to read about this cadre of noble individuals who pursue enlightenment and make a religion out of it. But I'm going to go to the Palatine Detective now. You'll just have to buy the book. You are an elite agent of the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye, page 200. Separated from the regular members of this obscure league of scholars and academics, you have attained divine and occult abilities through methods kept secret to outsiders. The air of mystery that surrounds you and your organization only serves to aid you in your cases, which can often be dangerous investigations into cultists and supernatural threats. It's fucking Call of Cthulhu. However, you might have earned the suspicion or ire of others within the Order of the Palatine Eye, due to your near-constant field work and the fact that initiates and lower order members are kept in the dark about your provenance. You're an occult investigator. So cool. Yes, this is sort of like stepping on the toes of the thaumaturge. It's totally okay. You are likely unclear as to the exact source of your abilities. Depending on your understanding of your order's teachings, you could have gained this power from the knowledge you gained through the Lost Gospels of Tabris. This knowledge seems to hint at greater mysteries underlying existence and the cosmos, as well as mysteries hidden between the veils of morality that suffuse the planes, which could have unlocked your potential. I just love the Lovecraftian feel here. It could also be that you gained your abilities due to your connection to the various artifacts and relics that the Order of the Palatine Eye has collected over its lifetime. It's also sort of like Hellboyish. The nature of many of these items remains unclear even after decades of study, but your proximity to these relics could have triggered an awakening of abilities. Your abilities might simply function because you believe they must. It would be disastrous for you to lose access to these abilities, so you believe them to function and considerations otherwise are something you refuse to acknowledge. You are stubbornly psychic. Regardless, you've learned to make use of your abilities to work against magical forces. These abilities allow you to tap into greater magical potential, create wards to protect yourself from magical attacks, and even grant you esoteric insight to better harm your foes. While these abilities are potent, you must also make sure to not let your order training lapse. You make use of your mind, your canny insight, and deductive skills to deal with the various mysteries of existence that you encounter and the supernatural foes that you find along the way. Wow. Palatine Detective, first level, because it's a class archetype. Whether at the invitation of a senior member of the Esoteric Order or the Palatine Eye after going through a rigorous sorting process or by a twist of fate, you recently underwent a secret ritual involving the Lost Gospels of Tabris that granted you a greater understanding of both the divine and the occult. Not even you are certain of the origin or purpose of the forces that have granted you these abilities. But you know the key to answering that question and expanding your power lies hidden within the cryptic words of the many ancient texts still waiting to be discovered and examined. If you choose this class archetype, you must select Palatine Detective Dedication as your second level class feat. Prerequisites: you must be an investigator. You are affiliated with the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye. Palatine Detective Adjustments: instead of choosing a methodology from others available to your investigator class, you have the Esoteric methodology, see below. Additional feats: at 6th, Cast Out and Thaumaturgic Ritualist. This is awesome! Esoteric methodology: you become trained in occultism or religion, and you gain the Quick Identification skill feat. In addition, choose one common cantrip from the Divine spell list and one common cantrip from the Occult spell list. You can cast those spells as innate spells at will. You become trained in the spell attack modifier and spell DC statistics. Intelligence is your spellcasting attribute. Of course it is. This is great synergy. So if you ever wanted to, like, have all the benefits of an investigator and not have to have a charisma to play a thaumaturge, this is a great balance. It's just intelligence. Anyway, I love this. Palatine Detective feats. Palatine Detective Dedication feat to Uncommon Archetype class dedication. Prerequisites: Esoterica methodology. You have delved into the study of the occult and divine, becoming exceptionally skilled at identifying when such forces are at work. Using this esoteric knowledge and your own ingenuity, you have crafted a small charm that soothes your mind and protects you against harm. This charm usually takes the form of a silver chain, a golden scarab, or a withered hand. Or maybe ectoplasm that you keep in a jar. While you wear this charm, you gain a +1 status bonus to saving throws against mental effects. In addition, you gain the Mystic Aegis reaction. I'll read this, but I would think about what this charm is going to be, because this is going to really flavor what your character's into. It could be a part of a mummy, it could be a cat paw, whatever. Okay, maybe not a cat paw, because that's gross. Mystic Aegis. Reaction. Concentrate magical. Trigger. A creature you have successfully recalled knowledge about would damage you. Requirements: you have a free hand. Effect: you brandish your charm, channeling and shaping the forces within it to protect you from harm, or protect you against harm. You gain resistance to all damage equal to 2 plus half your level, rounded up against the triggering effect. You're a fucking thaumaturge. Esoteric Spellcasting. Level 4 feat. Your study of a variety of esoteric texts and supernatural matters has broadened your mind and improved your spellcasting. Choose a first-rank occult or divine spell. You can cast this spell once per day as an innate spell. At 6th level, you gain a second-rank spell of the same tradition you chose, and at 8th level, you gain a third-rank spell also of that tradition. It's just the multi-class spellcasting feats. Special, you can take this feat a second time choosing spells from the other available tradition. That's neat, because you can double up on it with a class feat and free archetype feat to just get more spells. Level 4 feat Text Decoder. It's a skill feat, yay! Thanks to your constant involvement with cryptic texts, you have attained an almost supernatural ability to decipher complex codes and understand ancient writings. That totally makes sense for somebody who's a member of the Order of the Golden Dawn. You can always use occultism or religion when you decipher writing, no matter the subject matter. In addition, you can ignore language constraints when deciphering writing, and when you critically fail to decipher writing, you get a failure instead. That's so cool. Because it takes out so many difficulties with decipher writing. You're actually good at it. Palatine Enchantment. Level 6 feat. You have found yourself facing supernatural beings often and have learned how to combat them. Whenever you devise a stratagem against a creature about which you could recall knowledge using occultism or religion, you can make the subsequent strike against that creature as if the weapon has either a ghost touch or vitalizing property rune. Alright, that's awesome, but at higher levels I would train out of that, because you're just not going to need it forever. Because you can just get ghost touch or vitalizing rune weapons. Next feat, level 8, Palatine Strike. I love that they're called detectives. Your strikes are particularly deadly against supernatural creatures. Whenever you deal precision damage with strategic strike to a creature about which you have successfully used occultism or religion to recall knowledge, you deal an additional 2d6 precision damage with your strategic strike. I think this should say that they take the damage even if they're normally immune to it, because it's a magical effect. It doesn't say that. Please just add that. It makes sense. Level 8 feat, Challenge Insight. Reaction as the auditory trait. Frequency once per day. Trigger a creature you can see cast a spell that is from the divine or occult tradition. Requirements: the triggering caster must be able to hear and understand you. Your deep grasp of the mystical lets you know exactly what to say to make others doubt how well they understand the source of their own power. Attempt to counteract check against the triggering spell. Your counteract rank is half your level rounded up. You use your occultism modifier as your counteract modifier if the triggering spell is from the occult tradition, or your religion modifier if the triggering spell is from the divine tradition. If you successfully counteract the spell, the caster becomes stupefied 1 until the end of their next turn. Their next turn! It's not just the end of your next turn. That's so good! Because that fucks over spellcasters. They have to roll a check to see if they can even cast spells. Alright, level 10 feat, Cursebreaker. It has the traits Concentration, Healing, Manipulate. Frequency once per day. Using various implements and esoteric methods, you can attempt to remove a curse from an unfortunate victim. It takes 10 minutes to perform these rites on a willing creature who must remain within your reach the entire time. Attempt to counteract one curse afflicting the creature. Your counteract rank is half your level rounded up, and you use either your occultism or religion modifier as your counteract modifier. If the afflicted creature or the individual who placed the curse on the afflicted creature is the target of your active investigation through Pursue a Lead, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to this counteract check. If the curse comes from a cursed item or other external source, a success indicates that the target creature can rid itself of the cursed item, but it doesn't remove the curse from the item. I can run an adventure that I want to run now. You're in cursed London. There's werewolves and mad scientists everywhere. You're all Victorian era. There's guns, sure. This could be so fun. Alchemists and thaumaturges and witches and so many weird things. Anyway, I like this class archetype. Level 12 feat, Greater Esoteric Spellcasting. Meh, it's just going to be spellcasting. Your understanding of magic has evolved, and so has your spellcasting. You become an expert in the spell attack modifier and spell DC statistics. Also, choose a tradition from which you can cast innate spells due to the Esoteric Spellcasting feat. You also gain a 4th rank spell of that tradition as an innate spell you can cast once per day. At 12th level, you gain a 5th rank spell, and at 14th level, you gain a 6th rank spell, both of the same tradition. Special, you can take this feat a second time, choosing a different eligible tradition. I like that tagline at the end, because this investigator class archetype is better at giving you spellcasting than spellcasting archetypes are. Most of them. Because any of them that would give you the multi-class spellcasting abilities, this can give you double that, because you can spend 2 feats on it each time. This is so flexible. And that man's ear is too long. Is that a half-elf? I don't know. Maybe he just has a bat in his head. Open the Blazing Eye. There's a typo that matters, and we can't fix it. 2 actions. Great. It says level 10 feat. It says this after the level 12 feat. Meaning it's probably a typo. It's probably 18th, which sucks. Especially the way it's worded, it sounds like it's the pinnacle of your learning. It's probably 18th. But we need errata on this, and I'm pretty sure errata will come out for this. Because it's needed, it's obvious. At least I hope it is. Open the Blazing Eye, 2 actions, ignore the feat level, we don't know yet. Frequency once per day. Thanks to your diligence in the study of divine and occult mysteries, you can focus to temporarily attain a perception beyond the ordinary. A lightless flame appears in the center of your forehead. For 1 minute, you gain the benefits of a See the Unseen spell, which is pretty low level. In addition, when you attempt a strike during this time against a creature about which you could recall knowledge using occultism or religion, the attack ignores circumstance penalties to the attack roll, and any flat check required due to the target being concealed or hidden. That's neat! Not everyone will need that, but that's cool. I want to know what level that is, because I don't know how cool it actually is. If it's level 12, it's really good. If it's level 18, I don't care. Because See the Unseen is a super low level spell. You can get it on scrolls, wands by then. I mean, you don't need that. So we'll see. Overall, I love the feel. I love the vibe. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Resmir and Priest. I love the feel. I love the vibe. I love the in-game lore. I love the connection to real history. And I love that this further opens up the kind of game I want to run. In fact, I'm not going to do it anytime soon because I'm currently running Stolen Fate. But I really want to create that game that is Victorian era. There's, like, everything seems normal. People don't know about magic. And then there's, like, demons and curses and cultists summoning Cthulhu. Yeah. Tell me what you think. It seems like fun to me. So, yeah. Thanks for being here. If you're a patron, thank you for being here every day. And I like that I, get along with all of you. Like, everybody on Discord, there's a link in the description for Discord. I love that there are so many nerdy people who just love to chat about this game and just about weird crap all day long. It's just fun. It's nice to have a pretty swiftly growing community of people who are cool. It's just nice. I haven't really had that before. Yeah. I was in grade school. I wasn't there for grade school, so yeah. If you want a chance to win a set of dice like these, because they're cool, then you could be a patron of $5 or more. We do a drawing at the beginning of every month. If you were a patron during any part of the previous month, then you get entered into the drawing for that next month on the 1st to win something like that. Plus, if you're one of the highest level patrons, then you get dice sent to you every month just because. Plus, you could always put in special orders. We have a website. You can buy special order dice. Whatever. Anyway, if you want to see more Divine Mysteries, there. If you want to see more War of Immortals, there.